Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ismi Wildani. My student ID is 20400125012. The two definitions mentioned is a clear outline to understand, but for me, I need to at first make difference between phonetics and phonology to understand it even more because I used to think it was the same. So after doing some research, I found that phonetics and phonology are interconnected, but both of them have their own focus. Phonetics focusing on the production of phoneme, while phonology basically studies about how the speech sound from cognitive perspective. And as mentioned in second point of the question, it then organized to make a word and we would know their function in a language. Also, I found more fact that phonetics is the same in every language, and on the other hand, phonology is different in every language because every language has a different representation of each thing, while phonology focusing on how the volumes are organized to create meaning. Based on Oxford Dictionaries.com defines phonology as the branch of linguistics that deals with system of sounds, including or excluding phonetics, within a language or between different languages. While, according to Crane, Yeager, and Whitman, phonology is the study of how speech sounds are organized and how they function in language. After reading some definition from online search and expert provided by the book of Linguistic Basic Theory and Rules in English Language Teaching, I made a conclusion that phonology may be defined as a branch of linguistics that studies about the speech sound from cognitive perspective and how human minds works in two fundamental aspects: to organize and to use the speech sound in a language. Phonology studies how speech sounds are organized, means we study about how individual speech sounds are made, and individual sound is regard to phoneme. Phoneme is the basic cognitive sounds like pa, pa, ma. If a phoneme stands alone, it will be meaningless, but if some phonemes are combined, it will make the word. For example, the combination of phoneme P, A, and N, it will form a meaningful word pen, which means an instrument used for writing. But then if the phoneme E is replaced by the phoneme A, it will form the word pen, which means a container made of metal that is used for cooking. The examples indicates that a phoneme can help speakers to construct meaning. The phonemes have at least two patterns, namely constructive and non-constructive sounds. Constructive sounds refers to the patterns of phoneme organization, the pronunciation of a word by which if one of the phoneme is switched for another sound, it will produce a new word with different sound and meaning from the previous word. The representation of constructive sounds patterns in minimal pair. The concept of minimal pairs can be understood by three main characteristics, namely: 1. Contain the same number of segmented letters or alphabets. 2. Differ in only one segment. 3. Have different meanings. On the other hand, non-conjunctive sounds refers to the patterns of speech sounds organization in the pronunciation of a word by which if one phoneme is switched for another phoneme, it will produce different pronunciation but still the same meaning. The representation of non-conjunctive sounds, namely allophone. Allophone is the sound variant of the same phoneme. The allophone is categorized into two types: situational allophone and preferential allophone. Minimal pairs in the representation of contrastive sound patterns. The concept of minimal pairs can be understood by three main characteristics, namely, contain the same number of segment letters or alphabets, differ in only one segment, and have different meanings. Based on the three main characteristics, a minimal pair may then be defined as two words which have the same number of phonemes but differ in one phoneme and meanings. Minimal pairs are taking place in two different perspectives: the perspective of segmental sounds and the perspective of phonemic position. The perspective of segmental sounds refers to a way of constructing the pronunciation of two words based on the type of sounds, whether consonant or vowel, that we recognize consonant minimal pairs and vowel minimal pairs. On the other hand, the perspective of phonemic position refers to a way of constructing the pronunciation of two words based on the position of phonemes that we recognize initial, medial, and final minimal pairs. There are two types of perspective concerning the minimal pairs. It is the perspective of segmental sounds and the perspective of phonemic position. The perspective of segmental sounds, we recognize consonant minimal pairs and vowel minimal pairs. Consonant minimal pairs, for example, as in the phoneme B and V, as in the word berry and very. Vowel minimal pairs, for example, as in the phoneme A and R, as in the word fast and first. The perspective of phonemic position that we recognize initial, medial, and final minimal pairs. Initial minimal pairs, for example, as in the phoneme K and G, as in the word came and game. Medial minimal pairs, for example, as in the phoneme R and E, as in the word purple and people. Final minimal pairs, for example, as in the phoneme K and G, as in the word bake and bake. And so, from the example given, it is clearly seen that minimal pairs basically indicate that two words have similar pronunciation which only differs in one sound. Okay, that's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.